Alrighty, so we are up to the next step, crawling under it. I already got the hood up, so already on the ramp. I can get to the keys or whatever, the ignition, but we're gonna crawl under right now. Alright guys, we are around the oil filter and the starter. Now, I noticed there's a lot of oil down here, so I want to get on here and wash. But I realized after getting under here, my starter's wiggly. Alright, so I'm just crawling away from under my truck with my dog. My dog's still under there. They just trying to make sure I did everything correctly for me. So I appreciate them. In a minute, I'm going to attempt starting my truck up because I just tightened those bolts, and I do mean bolts. There were 2 bolts loosened. I put this starter in and it was starting fine. When I took it to the place to get my brakes done, my truck started acting like it wouldn't start sometimes. Then it just died somewhere. I don't know where it died from. I had my daughter get in and steer it home while I pushed it with another vehicle. And since then, I've been replacing the alternators on it. I done replaced the alternator like 3 times. I thought it was the alternator or something just not helping it start or something or whatever. But really, it's just the starter was loosened or loose. I'm gonna say loose. But it was on there just fine when I took it in, though. So I'm not going to really carry on about that. So put those back on there. Bunny, get away from under there if I can start my vehicle. Move. You got to move. So we got to get her out the way because she apparently ain't done. So we got to get her out of there. Hold on, y'all. All right, so this is what we doing. So there we go. I'm back and running. Game on, y'all. Oh no! I'm leaking antifreeze. Oh, I see it. No! Okay, y'all. So now there is a new problem. So since I haven't got this started in so long, now the heating valve elbow has malfunctioned. That's what you guys are looking at right here. I'm going to actually put a picture in for you can see what this piece looks like with it not being in the vehicle. Hold on, y'all. All right. So I am going back under. Not for the leak, but I want to see if my starter still had that wiggle, and it does not. So I'm about to start it again, and then I'm about to see what this leak is. And it's that heating valve elbow, like I said. I already know what it is. Starts right up. You see it? It's leaking from that screw. So I'm about to turn it off. I'm about to see if I can just tighten that screw up. If I can't, I gotta go get the part. That part is like $30, y'all. I know because I already placed it. Apparently that's a part that comes with malfunctions itself. So now, so this is the vacuum for that part. Now y'all see how it sent it back out, then it brought it back in. Y'all see that? And it's smoking from the antifreeze. It's dripping down. Y'all see it? So I gotta replace that part. I don't even want to waste time tightening that. That seemed like that ain't even something you're supposed to be just trying to tighten and just let it do whatever. That's a leak. Well, I decided to be a goof troop before I take myself to the store, and I'm gonna see if that leak stops because I tightened that screw up a little bit. So that little bit of tightening stopped it. All right, game on. All right, cool. No more leak, I guess. So I'm gonna tell you guys, go over your parts before you go in and get more parts. Make sure you can, I guess, troubleshoot the part. Because all I did was tighten that up and it's all right now, so. Well, we all the way at the end. So, in the middle of all this, I'm at day 2. My day 2 is, it's starting. It has antifreeze in it. That valve that was leaking is not leaking, so that's all right. I didn't have to spend the $30 or however much that was. I'll do some calling around tomorrow to see how much that part would have been if I'd have called and got it replaced by a shop. So remember what I said, it was the coolant, or it has something to do with your coolant, but it's called a coolant heating valve. So remember, I'm going to get that looked up. Coolant heating valve. So and then the next thing is my power steering pump. I want to replace that. So I'm going to replace that because I looked in the inside of it. It was filled with smut. So I'm going to replace that because apparently that's malfunctioning. I hope it's just that pump and not the pulley or anything that would make that work. So I might have to diagnose that myself and see what that is. Might wash it again either today or tomorrow. I don't know. Alright, so also, like I said, the valve part, I want to get a quote for it. And then the power steering pump, I want to get a quote or an actual, I want to purchase one. And I want to install one, and I want to call and see how much a garage was charging me to install one. But I went to I think it was O'Reilly's a minute ago. They said it'd only be $98, but I have to bring the old power steering pump in. So $98. This is so far quote from just a parts store and me install it myself with just having the tools and the know-how.